Yeah, we came too far. In the darkest days, don't know where we are or who we are. Yeah, we came too far. In the darkest days, don't know where we are or who we are. Yeah, we came too far. In the darkest days, don't know where we are or who we are. Yeah, we came too far. In the darkest
Planet of the Fakes Hollywood Families. And Big Star HH News. For educational purposes. The music, the drama, the all too famous family, all things Jackson. With all the music, the dance moves, the rumors, and the feuds, the Jackson family hardly needs any introduction. But with Michael understandably stealing the thunder, the other Jackson kids, Rebby, Jackie, Tito, Jermaine, LaToya, Marlon, Randy, and Janet, have fallen a little bit under the radar. Originally from Gary, Indiana, the Jackson siblings have all made an impact on the entertainment industry. Some, however, have seen more fame than the others. Their music wasn't the only thing that kept the family in the headlines. In fact, much of the time, it was the drama that occurred behind the scenes, within the family unit. Sibling rivalry. For sure. Family secrets. This is everything you need to know about the Jackson family. And, on the way, you can check out what the remaining members of the fam are up to today. It all started with Joe. Joseph Walter Jackson, aka Joe Jackson, was the family patriarch. As a young man, he wanted to be a professional boxer. He joined the Golden Gloves Boxing Club in Chicago and even did pretty well for himself, that is until he met a young woman named Catherine Scrouse. After Catherine came into his life, his priorities changed. The thing is, Joe was already married by the time he met Catherine. So, he quickly annulled his first marriage to be with his then 17-year-old new girlfriend. By 1949, they were married and moved to Gary, Indiana. Their first child, Rebby, came 6 months later. In the end, Joe gave up his dream of boxing in order to support his family. To make a living, he worked as a full-time crane operator for U.S. Steel. Mommy Dearest. The matriarch of the family, Catherine, whose birth name was Katie, contracted polio when she was only 2 years old. As a result, she developed a lifelong limp. The Scrouse family moved from Alabama to Indiana when she was 4 years old. Her father's name was Prince Albert, which came full circle when Michael chose to name his son Michael Jackson Jr., aka Prince Michael. Perhaps because of her childhood illness, Catherine eventually came to be obsessed with cleanliness. She would rubbing alcohol on her children. She would also smear Vaseline on their faces, just to make them shine. Mama Jackson also gave them hot potatoes to put in their pockets in the winter to keep them warm. But hey, to each her own, right? From a failed attempt to a golden opportunity. Okay, so boxing wasn't going to work out for Joe, but he tried to grasp at another dream during the early years of his marriage to Catherine. He formed a blues band with his brother Luther called the Falcons. Joe played the guitar. After a few years, he became frustrated with the fact that his band wasn't getting their big break. It wasn't even gaining any notoriety at all. And so, they called it a day. Then, one night, Joe saw a golden opportunity when he witnessed his son Tito playing his guitar with his brothers Jackie and Jermaine. It was at that moment that Joe discovered that his sons had some real musical talent. Some might even say he had dollar signs in his eyes. Ripples and waves, plus Michael. With the realization that perhaps musical talent skipped a generation and had been gifted to his 3 sons, the boys started playing gigs around town together. Before long, 2 of their cousins joined the group. Later, they were replaced by Marlon and Michael. Michael, as we know, was only 5 years old at the time. It didn't take long for Michael to steal the show as he proved to be the most dynamic performer with his voice and his moves. He quickly took over as the family group's lead singer, resulting in Jermaine being cast into the background. At first, the group was called Ripples and Waves plus Michael. It's a good thing they changed it to what clearly ended up sticking, the Jackson 5. The start of Jacksonmania. There's a widespread rumor that Diana Ross was the one who discovered the Jackson 5 in their early years. But the truth is that it was the Empress of Soul, Gladys Knight, who discovered them. After she met the group, she contacted Motown Records. They were then invited to audition for Motown executive Berry Gordy. Gordy, of course, was blown away. He immediately signed the Jackson 5 in 1969. As soon as they had a record deal, their careers soared. Joe took on the role as their manager. During their first year with Motown, they released 5 number 1 hits, setting a world record for selling 10 million records in 10 months. It was the start of Jackson Mania. Thank you very
How do you feel on his birthday, on the special birthday of Michael?
I feel great. It's with all of this, and it's part of keeping the legacy alive. And I just met I think his name is Oliver Forster, who's standing there, and the energy that I get from him, I feel that I'm going to see a great performance and a great show. He would love it because he's always like very into critiquing and watching and creativeness, but he would love it. Yeah.
What do you remember most about him?
His smile. I was just saying there, he has a beautiful smile.
How much do you miss him?
I miss him. There's not a day or a moment that goes by that he's not on our mind, because you hear his music everywhere. And today it's a celebration of his legacy and what he was all about, and it's his birthday. So I'm here to support that, and I want to say thank you to all the fans all over the world, especially Berlin, for supporting not only just Michael, but the family for many, many years. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
You as a Jackson family, how do you keep close together?
We're family like everybody else, but we travel a lot, but we have certain days that we come together, and we call it Family Day, where we just come together and we just count how many new babies there are and children growing up and what they're doing, and we sort of see the talent, the new talent that's coming in the second generation, which is incredible. It's a lot of talent coming.
How are Michael's children?
They're all fine. They're all fine. Thank you. Prince and Paris and Blanket are all great.
And you, what do you do for yourself to keep fit and healthy? You look so great.
I just try to keep positive thoughts, and I don't consume alcohol or anything, and I just stay. Health is more important for me.
What are your wishes for the future, for your family?
Wishes for the future is for us to continue to enlighten people through our music, and to just continue to be a family and keep the legacy in an integral level up here.
What up, y'all? Planet of the Fakes, King of Content. Thank you for looking at my video. And also, I need y'all to basically follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is it ain't even POTF. It's just planet_of_the fakes. Planet_of_the fakes. Subscribe to all my channels too. Mainly Planet of the Fakes, Umbrella Corp, POTFS, Planet of the Fakes Women Group, Planet of the Fakes 4KDZ, and make sure you like us on Facebook. Just put POTFS Global News. Thanks for watching our video, and definitely make sure you visit www.amordachica.com/TV, and that's basically where you see thousands of videos on our website, unflaggable, uncopyrightable. You could be there too. Just get your content together. King of Content, Queens of Content, Planet of the Fakes too. We are a platform. With that being said, what you heard and saw was the content. For additional content, click the link in the description. Like, follow, share, subscribe, comment, hit the bell, visit my community wall, and if you have time, go to www.amordachica.com/TV. That's our Planet of the Fakes too. We are the new umbrella, Planet of. And I wanted to bring some things to your attention. Oh, you know I'm going to follow that. You know I'm going to follow that. I'm going to follow that. Oh, I'm definitely going to follow that. I'm following that. I'm following that. Following that. Skip. Skip. Oh, I'm following that. 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 Oh, I'm following that. I'm following.